There's only one place to be in February for live sports excitement every night. ESPN. The dramatic concluding races for the America's Cup mark the start of 28 days of non-stop sports thrills. Mondays, ESPN teams the incredibly talented Big Ten with the powerful Big East in unbeatable doubleheaders. You'll see the best of the ACC, Pac-10, and Metro Conferences too. And postseason play begins on ESPN with the Sun Belt Tournament. Sundays mean super shootouts featuring the NHL's finest. And don't miss 2 special all-star showdowns with the Soviet national team. ESPN's February serves up the world's top tennis players at the $1.8 million Lipton International Championships. The world's fastest humans set new standards at the Los Angeles Times Indoor Games and USA Mobile Championships. For a fast pace of another kind, there's a Speed Week special from Daytona and the MISL All-Star Game. It's all coming your way live in February on ESPN.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
I'm Denise Austin. Join me every day to tone up and trim down. See how celebrities keep in shape and find out the latest on fitness.
Here is Ken Halm, one of the world's leading authorities on Chinese cooking.
You can be my guest in Hong Kong when you enter the Bay's English Muffin Recipe Contest. Win a trip for 2 to Hong Kong on Singapore Airlines, plus a week of cooking with me and eating in some of Hong Kong's finest restaurants. Enter a favorite recipe using Bay's English Muffins, and 2 of you will share the experience of a lifetime. Welcome to Hong Kong, the gateway to China.
Look for specially marked packages in your grocer's dairy case. Bay's.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Getting Fit with Denise Austin. And we're about to begin our 5th and final day of exercise at Florida's Palm Coast Resort on the north central Atlantic coast. It's been a week of fun and activity here in sunny Florida, and the activity continues today as exercise physiologist Denise Austin leads you through her schedule of fitness routines. On today's program, learn how to put that blender to good use for a nutritious morning meal. And learn how marathon runner Catherine Switzer used her exercise program to move ahead in the big time. Ideas to ponder while you're getting fit with Denise Austin. Prepare yourself for today's fitness routines from Palm Coast, Florida. Learn some new angles on short-term exercises and find out how celebrities use exercise in their daily lives. Next, while you're getting fit with Denise Austin. Brought to you by Reebok, the finest in athletic footwear and apparel.
It began with the art of dance and evolved into the athletic movements of aerobics. And Reebok led the way. Now Reebok has developed the Instructor 5000, the most technically advanced aerobic shoe available. The Instructor 5000 from Reebok. Because life is not a spectator sport.
Cranberry juice cocktail.
Makes you feel so good because it gives your body what it needs.
Cranberry juice cocktail.
Tastes so good and makes you feel so good because it's Ocean Spray.
And you know that's good.
Cranberry juice cocktail. Cranberry juice cocktail.
It's good for you, America, from Ocean Spray.
Wheat Thins, something like a cracker, but more like a snack. Just for you snackers, crunchy delights, kinda like a cracker, but with more snack bite. Oh, they're thin and square, and they're light as air, and they're honest to goodness, Miss Snackers. Wheat Thins, just for you snackers, something like a cracker, but more like a snack.
Try our cheese and nutty flavors, too. Wheat Thins, just for you snackers.
Monday, a big night of basketball on ESPN. Pittsburgh faces Syracuse Orange Man Ronnie Cycli in one of the best inside games in the Big East. Then, Michigan State makes a run at Northwestern in the Big Ten game of the week. Big Monday starts live at 7 Eastern here on ESPN.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Side to side, reach those legs. That's it. Move the body, good. We're gonna have a great warm-up today. Woo! That's it. Side to side and side. That's it. Lift those legs. Woo! We're gonna get going. Woo! Now lift it up. Good, you got it! Woo! Twist! We can do it! We can! Yeah! Woo! You can do it! Keep it up! I'll be right back!
Time now for the 6-second pulse check. At the signal, count your heartbeats for 6 seconds and then multiply by 10. For your pulse rate. Ready? Begin.
Ooh, I just had one of the greatest workouts of my life. Introducing Jog and Lift, the complete total body workout. Just 20 minutes every other day is all it takes to get into the greatest shape of your life. Jog and Lift combines the aerobic benefits of running and the muscle-building power of weightlifting. It's as easy as jumping rope, but with Jog and Lift, you also give your heart and your upper body a complete workout. Jog and Lift is serious exercise with sturdy stainless steel components, adjustable weights, and a neoprene rope. It even comes with a 5-year warranty. Jog and Lift's got old Terry Bradshaw in such great shape, I'm liable to make a comeback. Call toll-free and enjoy my favorite workout in your home.
Order your jog and lift today. Call 1-800-544-1000. Get the complete total body workout for just $149.95. Credit card customers use our Easy 3 payment plan.
The underground video hit, rated higher than Jane Fonda. The National Fitness Press raved about it. Best body-shaping video on the market. Closer to giving you the body of your dreams than any other. Best scientific methodology. Exciting. A bargain for men and women of any level. Super safe and effective. A visual fitness feast. Sensational. Top ratings. The 60-minute hi-fi stereo workout uses
Backache? Try Momentum Muscular Backache Formula. When your back hurts, muscles can tighten up in knots. The pain and its stiffness. Momentum caplets have more medicine to help relieve your backaches. Momentum Muscular Backache Formula.
Here's something totally different. Summer's Eve Feminine Wash. The first external feminine hygiene wash. It's non-irritating so you can feel fresh and confident every day. Summer's Eve Feminine Wash. The first cleanser for women only.
Tuesday, a Big East doubleheader tips off with Connecticut jamming against Boston College. Then, the Villanova Wildcats' Doug West won't waste time renewing his one-on-one rivalry with Willie Glass in St. John's. Two Big East battles starting live Tuesday on ESPN.
Good, that's it. Climb. Good, and up. Up, use your tummy muscles. Trim it down. Here we go. Down. Use your tummy. Tighter. Tighter. Good, that's it.
Happy birthday. See you at 6. Jack.
Nothing less than finesse.
Tonight, your hair has to look its best, and it will. You use Finesse.
Plane ticket?
Nothing less than beautiful. Nothing less than finesse.
Finesse. Perfect conditioning whether your hair needs a little or a lot.
So I love the way you say happy birthday.
Northern bathroom tissue has a special kind of softness because it's quilted. And you can feel the difference quilting makes. Northern, quilted for a special kind of softness.
Honey, Danny fell out of a tree and scraped his arm. What's good for that? Polysporin antibiotic spray? Okay. Honey, Megan wrestled with the cat, and the cat won. What's good for that? Polysporin antibiotic spray? Okay.
Polysporin is the only first aid spray with antibiotic protection to kill germs and help wounds heal fast.
Hi, honey. Did you know Polysporin is good for cooking burns, too?
Polysporin, the only antibiotic first aid spray.
Do you believe in magic? New lemon fresh dash. It's a dash of lemon in a fresh new way. The magic lemon scent will take you away. A dash of lemon in your dash, lemon fresh, clean and bright. A dash of lemon in your wash, a lot of freshness in your life. It's a fresh, clean, brighter place, and you will say they put a dash of lemon in new lemon fresh dash.
All sugar-free gums help you fight cavities. But Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet that helps fight cavities and gives you extra long-lasting flavor. The only one. Extra sugar-free gum. Among sugar-free gums, Extra is unsurpassed in fighting cavities. And Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet. And the only one with refreshing flavor that lasts extra long. Extra sugar-free gum with NutraSweet. The only leading sugar-free gum that fights cavities and lasts extra long.
There's something special for you each weekday on ESPN. Sports stars answer Roy Firestone's tough questions weekdays on Mazda Sports Look. Every Tuesday, Bob Lee scouts pro basketball on NBA Today. And Inside the PGA Tour lines up tournament highlights. Wednesdays, Tom Hammond is in the winner's circle with thoroughbred racing news. Thursday, motor racing from around the world with Bob Jenkins and Larry Newber on Speed Week. Every day, for something special, watch the Total Sports Network, ESPN. This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
your hips slightly up. Stretch it out. Lift the hips up. Just relax, relax. Good. Bring your knees into the chest. Bring it in. Everybody elevate both feet. Hold on to your legs. And rotate your ankles. Rotate the ankles. After a hard workout, it's very important that you elevate your feet. Makes you feel better. That's it. It's good to bring the heart back to a normal pace. A cool down is very, very important. That's it. Good. You're doing great. You've done wonderfully. That's it. Good. Flex your toes. Now flex them. Point them hard. Flex them. Hold on to your legs now. That protects your back. Now point them, and relax. Bring your knees to your chest. That's it. Roll up, roll all the way up, and give yourself a big stretch down. A blender breakfast is a great way to start your day. All you need is a blender. Put in 1 cup of yogurt, plain yogurt, because it has hardly any calories, and this is good calcium, and 1/2 cup of milk, and I'm using low-fat milk, or you could use non-fat milk to keep yourself low in calories, and then also put 1/2 cup of orange juice, and this is great vitamin C, and then you add 1 banana, and then you blend it for 30 seconds, and this serves 2 people. And each cup is 150 calories. And now you have a great way to start the day. Plus, you've got your calcium, you've got potassium because of the banana, and you've got vitamin C.
The presentation soon will start, and your work plays a crucial part. Pressure's on, getting higher. Difference is you stay drier. Band Solid makes the difference, and the difference is fantastic.
Difference is Band's wide oval shape glides on super dry and keeps you drier than these leading solids.
Pressure's on, getting higher. Difference is you stay drier. Band Solid makes the difference, and the difference is fantastic.
Energizer. Good times never lasted longer.
Life is funny. Just when you least expect it, something different comes along to make you take notice. Something refreshingly different.
Ooh.
Like Irish Spring.
Cowabunga! Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooga booga!
Irish Spring brings more shower to your shower.
Wednesday, see the team that scores the most three-pointers per game. Providence takes aim at Georgetown in a Big East shootout. Then, the Louisville Cardinals look to regain their championship form when they meet Metro Conference rival Memphis State. It's all live Wednesday night on ESPN.
What happens here when your back is down in this position, it puts undue strain on the lower spine. And your knees are locked out, which is dangerous for the back of your knees. When you do this, never bounce. A great way to stretch the hamstrings is to sit down and lean your body weight forward with your legs straight in front of you. This is a good stretch for the hamstrings, and plus you know you're not hurting the lower back. And what you want to do is stretch forward in this position and not hunch your back. This is wrong. It's lean forward, keeping your hips forward. And try to do the stretch as long as you can, at least 30 seconds. Another thing, don't bounce. Bouncing is very bad on your muscles, ligaments, and tendons. So whenever you're doing a stretch, make sure you hold it for at least 10 seconds. That takes enough time to make the muscle relax and increase the flexibility. So next time you do toe touches, sit down and reach to your toes.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Denise Austin. I receive thousands of letters from men and women asking for help to firm and flatten their tummies. That's why I created Super Stomachs, an all-new exercise video. Work out just 3 times a week with me, and after 10 sessions, you'll see results. So say goodbye to those bulges and spare tires with a firmer, flatter stomach. You'll look and feel better.
Call 1-800-633-8000 to order Super Stomachs video cassette for only $16.95. Act now and you'll receive free Hot Legs, Denise's best-selling audio tape with instruction book, and her audio cassette and book, Rock Aerobics. What great gifts, a $33 value. Call 1-800-633-8000 and order a MasterCard or Visa. Or send check or money order to Parade Video, P.O. Box 5096, Newark, New Jersey, 07105.
So what are you waiting for? Get rid of those bulges. Tone up and flatten that tummy with Super Stomachs.
Reebok presents Walking. Reebok walking shoes. Your mileage may vary.
All the names, all the games, all the time. Only on ESPN.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
On our next program from Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, the term Pricem is not for department stores, it's used in conditioning. And find out how jet setter Bianca Jagger views exercise and conditioning. Next time, why you're getting fit with Denise Austin. Brought to you by Reebok, the finest in athletic footwear and apparel.
It began with the art of dance and evolved into the athletic movements of aerobics. And Reebok led the way. Now Reebok has developed the Instructor 5000, the most technically advanced aerobic shoe available. The Instructor 5000 from Reebok. Because life is not a spectator sport.
For over 50 years, United Airlines has been a favorite of business flyers. Today, only United serves all 50 states and over 150 cities.
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
Motorsports coverage presents Speed World.
When the Brazilian Grand Prix is over and we get a checkered flag, we'll be switching to Bristol, Tennessee for the conclusion of that rain-delayed NASCAR Winston Cup Valleydale 500. So stay tuned. Right after the Brazilian Grand Prix, we'll be going back to Bristol for NASCAR racing.
He's just become the president of the Grand Prix Drivers Association that fell asleep for many years and now has been brought back to life. Alain Prost is going to be that man as president. Nelson Piquet, you had a brief shot off there, who's in second position.
Prost, of course, he's the current world champion. The year before, he won the world championship in 85, lost it by a single point in 84, and in 83, lost it by a half a point. So Prost, the first French world champion ever, has certainly come and gotten his just deserved the past two seasons in 85 and 86. Also, Jackie, the young Lions who have moved around to new teams are doing very well here. We have Stefan Johansson with the McLaren, his first running, he's in the points. Berger with the Ferrari, he's in the points. And Boutsen from Belgium in the Benetton team, he's in the points. So the second generation young Lions in their new situations have certainly taken advantage of the team changes and have shown up very well here in the Grand Prix of Brazil. It takes a little while to get used to a new team. I'm surprised that we have that many new drivers and new teams in the first six.
Well, this is the first race, and a lot of things are going to happen. Alain Prost still leads. Nelson Piquet still in second place. In third place is Stefan Johansson, which of course is very good. And then in fourth place is Alboreto with Berger and the other Ferrari. In fifth place, Terry Boutsen with the Benetton is in sixth place. Nigel Mansell is still in seventh. Nakajima is still in eighth. Christian Danner is up to ninth. Jonathan Palmer is 10th. Philip Streff now is in 11th position.
Tires. We know you don't think about them much, but man, what the right set can do for your car. For when baby needs a new set of shoes, BF Goodrich TA radios, we make your car perform.
With its 24-valve 2.7-liter V6 and advanced anti-lock brakes, this is the performance sedan that's making European automakers uncomfortable. But with such amenities as a leather-trimmed interior and sophisticated stereo system, there's no reason you should feel that way. The Legend sedan, precision-crafted performance from Acura.
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. No matter what you drive, or how you drive, or where you drive, or what conditions you drive under. With Mobil synthetic oil technology, there's no finer engine protection on Earth or anywhere else.
Even if you aren't an investor, the stock market can affect your business. So subscribe to the Wall Street Journal and profit from the market without investing anything more than the cost of a newspaper.
Call 800-372-3000 for this special introductory offer. 13 weeks for just $29.75 with a money-back guarantee. 13 weeks, $29.75. Phone 800-372-3000 now for the Wall Street Journal.
Powerful punching, bruising action on ESPN's Friday Night Fights. Each week, ESPN is your ringside seat to see today's best young boxers exchange blows. Former IBF lightweight champion Charlie Choo Choo Brown takes on Cubanito Perez in Top Rank Boxing's main event live Friday night on ESPN. Count on championship rounds of Top Rank Boxing live on ESPN.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Alboreto is a lap ahead of Berger at this time, so that is not a big concern. Berger would like to unlap himself, obviously, but I think in the spirit of Italian prestige, Alain Prost wants to stay well out of it, just in case he gets involved in a situation that he can avoid. Right now it's Alboreto who's leading this little number here, and he's still behind Alboreto. Berger is still behind Alboreto, so he's still a lap down on him. He would like to unlap himself, surely. Look at that. Oh, something's happened. But
Alboreto's car.
Now there's Prost staying well out of this. He's going to have to watch it. Careful, Alan. He could get involved in something that is no part of his, and that is a major issue. Prost is just staying away. He's now recognizing he's got to get past, but he doesn't want anything to fly off of that Ferrari if there is a suspension damage, and it did seem peculiar that there were so many sparks came out of that car. It doesn't look as if there's a flat tire. Normally, with about 14 pounds of pressure in those tires, if a flat tire comes in, sometimes, of course, those sparks can come out of the car because the car's dropped. And it may be a tire that's gone down, but he hasn't chosen to come into the pits. He's continuing around the racetrack, so he must feel reasonably comfortable. But Berger is now unlapping himself. He's unlapped himself from Alboreto.
So exceptionally smooth.
Stop until the daylight. Let me feel right. I move better in the night.
The night belongs to Michelob.
No diet in the world will help you lose weight until you do one thing. Control your appetite.
On other diets, I really felt deprived. With Dexatrim, I wasn't hungry, so I lost weight.
Dexatrim. You can't buy a stronger appetite control formula without a prescription. Just one capsule works all day to help you lose weight.
With Dexatrim, you're not hungry, and you end up losing weight.
Extra strength Dexatrim. No diet capsule works harder to help you lose weight.
Exceptionally smooth. The night belongs to Michelob.
Persona presents All-Pro Personified, defensive end Howie Long.
Some players do a lot of talking. Seems like they do more talking than playing. But it doesn't matter what you say. It's what you do on the field.
It's not what Howie says, it's what he does. At Persona, it's what we do to give you a clean, close, comfortable shave at a fair price. That's what it means to
get personified.
Get Persona, blades and disposable razors. Now you're talking.
When the Brazilian Grand Prix is over and we get a checkered flag, we'll be switching to Bristol, Tennessee for the conclusion of that rain-delayed NASCAR Winston Cup Valleydale 500. So stay tuned. Right after the Brazilian Grand Prix, we'll be going back to Bristol for NASCAR racing.
And Alboreto's car is still touching the ground constantly as he goes along the pit straight.
You see those sparks coming up in the beginning of the race because of the extra weight of the fuel, and the titanium skid plates underneath the bodywork will drag along the bottom of the car onto the track over the bumpy parts of the circuit. But Alboreto now, there was just a huge flash of sparks. There must be a mechanical problem to cause that type of situation. But he's still out there. He's still going around a little bit more slowly.
Well, in all of that excitement, we did not tell you it's only 2 laps to go in this Grand Prix of Brazil. Alain Prost is going for his 26th Grand Prix victory, which will put him above everyone else, including Jim Clark and Fangio, and he's only got a couple more to better my 27. So Alain Prost has driven a masterful race, very smoothly, very intelligently. McLaren and the Tag Porsche engine can count themselves very fortunate indeed to be so well organized this early in the season with a new car. That shows the kind of dedication. It is big money. There's probably $15 million in their racing program for 1987, and that's no small money. When you consider that a kart IndyCar program might be costing about $5.5 million with the most expensive team, here is another $10 million on top of that. But technologically, it's so far advanced. Alain Prost crossing the start-finishing line one more time.
Our Olivetti computer says 59 laps, but that is always 1 or possibly 2 laps behind. We were thinking that there was a possibility of him actually taking the checkered on that lap, but here in Brazil they are definitely giving him
1 lap. I think he's going to get the checkered flag on the next lap around. I think you're going to see this checkered flag coming out. The man is standing in front of the barrier. We can see that. Alboreto, incidentally, did not come round. We talked about his car bottoming out.
You just saw it parked there on the side of the circuit.
And he has stopped. Sad one for Alboreto because he was well placed. He was up into 5th position. So that brings Boutsen up into 5th. And now Alain Prost continuing down the main straight. Alain Prost finding his way around to get this checkered flag. He passes our commentary position. He has half a lap to go as he goes round the long right-hander in 4th gear, steadily in 4th gear. He won't bother passing those slower cars. He goes over the curb. Naughty Alain. In this last lap, he mounts the curb, probably a little bit thinking of other things. Very slow car coming into the pits is Eddie Cheevers in the Arrow. An engine looks as if it may have blown very close to the end. And look at this little wrestle in front of Prost.
Nakajima doesn't want to give up on the last lap.
He's just Prost looking ahead and saying, we've got to stay out of trouble. He's only got a few hundred yards to go right now as he comes up behind the Brabham. Alain Prost of France. 200 yards, 100 yards. And the checkered flag goes out to Alain Prost as he crosses the finishing line to win his 26th Grand Prix victory for France, for Alain Prost, for Marlboro McLaren, a very happy man. Wonderful performance by Alain Prost. Nelson Piquet and the press and everybody are crossing the racetrack without this race being finished. There's a lot of people right on the racetrack right now. Nelson Piquet has still not come in. Neither, of course, has any of the other finishers. We're waiting for Piquet as he comes round the final corner. Alain Prost waving to the crowd. Alain Prost is waiting. And now there is Nelson Piquet taking the checkered flag, and the Brazilian crowd go mad. They're waving their flags in their arms and they're clapping.
Nice shot of Nelson Piquet there. Well, he did the second best thing he could have done today, finishing second. But also, coming across right now, Stefan Johansson, his first time in the McLaren, coming in third. So the first 3, Prost, Piquet, Johansson. Jerry Garrett has Crichton Brown of the McLaren team in the pits.
Well, Crichton Brown being congratulated by Joe Ramirez, the team manager. Crichton, you fellows have certainly done your homework over the winter. It's obvious from this race.
Well, we're very happy to have got both cars home so well up the field and for Alan to have won yet another Grand Prix, and I just hope that this is going to be perhaps the pattern for the rest of the year.
Been so calm, cool, collected, everybody doing their job, just like a perfectly choreographed dance, as we said earlier.
Well, it's the only way you win in motor racing is to keep you cool and try and keep the job on the, going along the way it should be.
Did you set up with the idea that the race is the important thing, that the qualifying is not that important in this race?
This is the consistent strategy which we've followed for the last 4 years, and I just think this proves perhaps that it's the right strategy.
Certainly does. Thank you, Crichton, and congratulations.
Well, there you hear a very cool, calm and collected Brit. The British mentality not to get excited, as of course that team get first and third place.
Crichton Brown also has the largest pig farm in Brazil, Jackie Stewart. So, yes, he is a Brit, but he spends most of his time outside of England.
Look at those photographers right in the middle of the track as Alain Prost comes in from our helicopter shot here. Let me run down the top 10 for you. Alain Prost wins the Grand Prix of Brazil. Nelson Piquet is second. Stefan Johansson and the other Marlboro McLaren is third. Berger in the Ferrari, his first race from Ferrari, finishes in fourth position. Remember, Alboreto dropped out with about 2 laps to go. Terry Boutsen with a Ford engine Benetton car picks up World Championship points, 2 of them for finishing fifth. Nigel Mansell, he finishes sixth. Alboreto officially, we think, finishes seventh, although out of the World Championship points. Nakajima is eighth. Jonathan Palmer, Christian Danner is ninth, and Jonathan Palmer is 10th, as Nelson Piquet drives slowly in to the pit area, and he's coming in to take this second place. Stefan Johansson's behind him. Tremendously excited crowd here in Brazil. We'll come back to you with more information after this.
If you own a computer, here's how to get the most out of it without buying lots of expensive software. Get ready to write down a phone number and watch this. Compuserve combines the power of your computer with the convenience of your telephone to bring you hundreds of online services, like a complete set of encyclopedias and the AP Newswire. It helps you decide on investments, bank, make airline reservations, and shop in the electronic mall. It connects you with other computer owners and offers games that pit you against opponents around the country. You get all this and more, and it's as simple as making a local phone call. To get online with CompuServe and over 250,000 people throughout North America, see your local computer store or call 1-800-543-8000 to order direct or to receive a free illustrated guide to CompuServe. Call now to get the most out of your computer.
I believe that Schwab can perform a service, a very fine service for any investor, for the new investor to the most sophisticated. Even more than the savings on commissions that we provide investors, we give them a haven where they can conduct their business without all of the hassles and the opinions and pressures from salespeople. A typical transaction at Charles Schwab & Company can be entered by the customer over the telephone, executed and reported back to him within 20 seconds. That is very fast. But our number one commitment is to serve our customer with integrity and, for sure, safety of their assets.
Save money on brokerage commissions. Call Charles Schwab now for this free booklet. Toll free 800-445-4700. That's 800-445-4700. Find out what Charles Schwab can do for you. Call 800-445-4700. Charles Schwab, a Bank America company.
When the temperature drops below 30, remember the spark plug that's tested to start below 0. Champion, we go to ridiculous extremes to test the reliability of our spark plugs.
Yes. The big news is that I've made some very important big deals. Sir, excuse me. But there's one big deal you haven't made. Yeah, right, kid. You see, I'm talking about a deal on Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated?
Yeah. A savings more like 50% off the cover price. 27 action-packed weeks for 3 installments of just $9.79 each. Kid, you're a hit. Hit! What about free videotape? The NFL Crunch Course. It's 43 minutes of the NFL's greatest hits. Makes a smashing gift, and it's free with your paid subscription. Free. Plus, you get their 87 baseball preview with schedule and their famous swimsuit issue. Major League! Just call their toll-free number. You can even use your credit card.
That's right. Get the savings, the schedule, the special issues, and the free Crunch Course tape. That's the big news. Any questions, gentlemen?
Where are the phones?
That'll be all.
Sports Illustrated. Get the feeling.
Call now, 1-800-525-5700.
This time, this place has done a lot for me. kind of thing happens when the beauty of a place overwhelms you. Things seem different, more positive. I'll be going home in a few days. But I'll be back.
Come back to yourself.
I'm Errol Comer.
And I'm Carl Grant.
Friday on Nation's Business Today, why entrepreneurs are volunteering in their communities.
This week's Small Business Report here on ESPN.
The Grand Prix of Brazil is over. The crowd are gathering in front of the podium, expecting to see the winners. The first, second, and third drivers come up there as we look down from our helicopter. And what a race it was. So many lead changes, a real tortoise and a hare race, John.
Jackie, it was a very quick race there. You see Nelson Piquet taking a little sip of water, the Brazilian here. The crowd certainly wants to see him. Question is, the Williams was very fast, but maybe were they too fast? So many pit stops, it really cost them the race. New drivers doing very well in their new teams. 3 new driver combinations in the first 6. And Alain Prost still on the top, still with McLaren. His victory here in Brazil shows that McLaren is still the force in Formula One through the race distance.
Well, Mansell Roger, the man who owns McLaren right now, he's down here and he must be a happy man, first and third. Let's look at the top 10 here. We'll give you the top 6 showing. And that is fact, Alain Prost winning the Grand Prix of Brazil. Nelson Piquet of Brazil finishing second. Stefan Johansson driving the Marlboro McLaren from Sweden is third. Fourth is Gerhard Berger from Austria driving a Ferrari. Fifth is Terry Boutsen driving the Ford-engined Benetton car in the World Championship points. Also Nigel Mansell from Britain picking up 1 championship point. Then Nakajima comes 7th. Alboreto finished 8th. 9th was Christian Danner of Germany. 10th, Dr. Jonathan Palmer from Britain. Philip Streff was 11th in a normally aspirated engine, as also was Palmer's. The Data General Tittles finishing 10th and 11th. And then Fabra was 12th. Frank Williams came to see his cars win. It's just over a year since Frank Williams had his accident, which paralyzed him almost totally. He's a brave man. He's come to this particular race. He saw his car finishing second. So the Grand Prix of Brazil has been brought to you by BF Goodrich TA Radios. They make your car perform. By Mobil One Synthetic Motor Oil. Mobil One protects your engine better than any conventional motor oil. And by Acura Legend and Integra. Precision crafted automobiles. Exclusively at your Acura dealer. This is Jackie Stewart along with John Bisignano and Jerry down the pits. Jerry, thank you for the wonderful work that you did with us today. You got all of the information here in ESPN. We've brought you the first of this World Championship Series that will take us all the way around the world. Our next Grand Prix coverage will come from Imola, the Grand Prix of San Marino on the 3rd of April. Alain Prost holds high a rather crude trophy from the Grand Prix of Brazil. We're happy to be with you, John Bisignano and I, along with Jerry Garrett. Keep tuning to ESPN for continuing coverage of Grand Prix Motorsport. Goodbye from Brazil.
We are a nation of business, and to bring us together, there is the airline of business. Throughout the U.S. and 13 foreign lands, the airline trusted by business travelers for a half-century and more. United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies.
Well, that looks like everything.
Yeah, everything. But the kitchen sink.
Nothing like getting back to nature. Sleeping under the stars.
You mean sleeping with mosquitoes.
Hey, I got a feeling you're gonna like camping this year.
Oh, we got an air-conditioned tent?
Well, something like that.
You actually bought it!
We bought it.
At First Valley Corporation, we can help you do ordinary things in an extraordinary way, so more extraordinary things can happen.
Who says you can't have old world taste?
and a new world waste. Old world aging and the new world's youthful spirit. Europe's finest hops in America's finest light beer. Michelob Light, old world quality from Anheuser-Busch. Michelob Light, the best of both worlds.
Michelob Light, oh yes you can have it all.
Friday night, former IBF lightweight champion Charlie Choo-Choo Brown faces a new kid in town, Cubanito Perez. Both are known for knockouts, and you could bet there'll be no holding back. Live Friday night at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN's Top Rank Boxing.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.